Hey man, you gotta watch who you surround yourself by. There's a story that I heard years ago, and I would like to share that story of the importance of what you have around you, who you have around you, and what effect they can have on you. There's two kids playing on the ice in the middle of the winter. They're ice skating, they're having a good time, pretty chill day. As they're ice skating, one of them gets out into thin ice. When that person gets into thin ice, that child, he slices right through the ice and he goes right down into the water. Now, if you know anything about that, or if you've seen the movie The Good Son, you know that ice covers him up pretty fast. Really frigid, cold weather. His friend, who saw him fall into this water, immediately starts thinking, what can I do to save my friend? What do I have at my disposal? He looks to his left, looks to his right. He looks to his right and he sees his branch on the tree. Breaks it off. Goes immediately to the part where he sees his friend trying to push through the ice. He takes this branch. He carves as hard as he can a circle around the area where his friend is at. He's pushing, he's breaking, he's giving everything he got. Boom! Finally, he breaks it. His friend comes up to the top. He pulls him by the jacket and takes him and puts him on ice that's not thin ice. The ambulance come and the first responders, everybody's coming and they're trying to figure out, they're looking at this branch. This branch is fucking huge. They're like, how did this child do all this work? They're pushing on top of the ice and the ice is rock solid. They're like, how did this child do it? And an old man that was around the area said, because there was nobody around there to tell him that he couldn't do it. Whenever you want drastic change in your life, it's going to require massive action and massive change in a lot of things in your environment. It may be the things that you eat. It may be the TV that you watch. It may be the amount of time you spend on social media. It may be the time you spend around the people that you love the most. It may be friends that you've had for years. But you got to ask yourself, whenever you start to feel like I need to cut people, but it gets really, really difficult, you got to ask yourself this. If I don't like how I feel as a result of being around these people, if I don't like the results of what that is, how hard am I willing to fight to never go back to there? And sometimes the best thing that you can do for people who are not willing to change around you is to leave. And not just the best thing for yourself, but it's the best thing for them. Because if you keep enabling them to do the same things and they know that you're going to be in the same position with them, they'll never change and you'll never change. None of y'all will ever be happy. Once again, that's another Curtspiration. Pay attention to the energies and the sources of happiness or miserability that you have in your environment. It's very important. Like I always say, you will not be full of life until you subscribe and live life to its fullest. Curtis King of CurtisKingBeats.com.
I can't listen to you. When I listen to you, it's a liability. Cause you be mentally killing my inner energy. So